it's me, Belle, and this is Diary of a Wannabe Comedian. And that is also me, a wannabe comedian, which is why it's called that, I guess. Anyway, my podcast tracks all things creative, or at least that's the plan. So what's happened since I spoke to you last time? It's been very taskmaster based, actually. So the current season of Taskmaster finished, which I enjoyed greatly. And then they've announced the contestants for the new season. And I have mixed feelings about that because one of them is Sue Perkins. And I can't stand Sue Perkins. Sorry, Sue. There is a reason for it. She was really offensive about Gillian McKeith. Now, don't get me wrong, Gillian McKeith is also rather irritating and I'm not a fan. But Sue Perkins was abusive about her on a radio show. I'm pretty sure it was Radio 4. Can't remember exactly what the programme was because this was years ago. But she was very abusive about her and called her a hunchback. Because in case you don't know, Gillian McKeith has scoliosis, as do I. So at the time I was very hurt and I was very sensitive about it. And as a consequence, I can't stand her. Somebody I do like who was on Taskmaster, though, is Jenny Eclair. And I read an article very recently about her, how she was very underestimated as a stand-up comedian. And she has taken quite a bit of abuse herself, actually, for being a woman and being, shall we say, slightly eccentric woman in comedy. So she's got a lot of stick. But the reason I'm mentioning her in particular is because I saw her at the Tate Britain on Sunday. No, not Sunday, Saturday. I went to the Tate Britain with Comedy Dan and we went to, because he's a Fancy Pants member, so we went to their cafe. And as we were coming out, we walked past her and I smiled at her and she gave me a big grin back. So I thought that was lovely because quite often you'll see people who are well known and they just don't even make eye contact. It's like, let alone smile at you. So that was really nice of her. In other news, Viggo Venn, is it Viggo Venn, who is a Norwegian clown, won Britain's Got Talent. I'm only mentioning it because it's kind of comedy related. I've never seen Britain's Got Talent. I've no intention of ever watching it, to be honest. But, you know, it's good that a stand-up come clown won. I've also been doing some sketching. So the Jezza pack worked, did its job. And it has got me back into drawing a bit. Not very good, but hey, I feel like I'm having to go right back to the beginning. I spent a lot of time yesterday just drawing hands because I'm so rubbish at drawing hands. I thought I'm determined to get the hang of these. Unfortunately, I had to cancel Comedy Virgins yesterday. And the reason is poor old Kat, she's got a cold. Now, she was going to come. She was absolutely going to be my bringer and not let me down. But what she didn't appreciate, because I have kept it quiet, and here's a little scoop for you now, I'm going in for surgery tomorrow. I wasn't going to say anything because we all know what's happened for, the last 5 times. And I thought, let's just get it done and then I can tell you. But hey, it's happening tomorrow and I believe it will happen. And I've also been told I'm only going to be in one night. Potentially 2, but probably just one night. In which case, I'm going to be around Thursday to do the podcast myself. So I'm not going to do a pre-record. You're going to get live just how I feel following having the knee done. So that is my creative news. And a little bit of medical news chucked in on the end. Much love and gratitude.